So I'm doing a new voiceover. Apparently, when I originally recorded this, I couldn't get the voice to record over, so I have to use a separate app altogether to record from this screen recording. So the reason why I'm showing you this is I got an update last night on Nomad when I was kind of messing with this kind of parody character of the Silver Surfer due to the announcements that were made recently, and I had thought this is going to be interesting because of the DEI and how they've been portraying the female body. Silver Surfer is probably the worst character to use when having a character flying around as a superhero, because they are basically naked. Silver Surfer runs around basically naked. He just has a metal layer of skin over his body. Yeah. So I mean, got a naked girl flying around on a board. I think it's awesome. Anyway, so let's get back to what I wanted to talk about is the new UI. So there are a lot of new changes on this, which is really cool. One of the new changes is, as you can see, this little menu thing. So they changed up the buttons, like the mask, semi-mask. The icons are a little bit more clear to see. They gave a new face group, a hide button, and a quad remesher, and that one is the golden I guess update. I really like that. I really like the quad mesher. It also can quad remesh in groups, which I haven't messed with yet, but believe me when I say this, I will be diving into a lot of this. They changed it. So if you can see here, I'm showing you how the remesh looks prior to the quad remesher. So when you purchase the quad remesher, it's $15. And with that, if they keep doing little updates like this where they give you a feature for $15 or $10, I'll totally buy it. I like one-time purchases over that kind of stuff. So that is hilarious. Did you see that? The buttons tapped and you could hear the voiceover of that, but you could not hear me talking, which is crazy, right? Anyway, so so you can see here I'm processing the quad remesh at 40K, and there you go. Look at that. That's really clean. Very nice. It keeps a lot of the detail in. I can add a little bit back into it as I want and as I need, and then I can even update and subdivide, and it retains a lot of this clean remeshing. So I am a big fan of that. Big fan. All right. So the other thing that they start working on is the toolbar. So in the toolbar, and then on this bottom toolbar, they give you a little better X-ray button, which kind of allows you to look through the models as you're making your you're adjusting something that's a different piece. So you like this particular model has like 10 pieces together. So out of these 10 pieces, maybe more, I can see how far this part is inside of this part and so forth, and then make adjustments to that, which is nice. So if you do get the update, one of the things I would say is after you update, make sure your file's saved and then restart the whole app. Completely close it down, let it set for a second, and then restart it up, and then all your stuff should be working again. So when I did it, the crease, the masking, and some of the other buttons weren't interacting with the mesh. So it just took a quick restart, and boom, you're back up and running. So if you like Nomad and you do 3D sculpting, this is probably something that's going to be big news for you. If you're a hobbyist and you're just looking for something to do, like a new way of drawing, you definitely need to check this out. I think the app itself is $10, and then on top of that, you spend $15 for the update, So for $35, you got a really solid 3D modeling program. And I would bank that eventually this is going to be on par with ZBrush in about 4 years. And with the upgrading of these iPads and how and the processing power they're coming out with, I'm 100% sure you'll be able to model and run a little 3D printing business with this, maybe even video gaming. Uh, the one thing I'd love to see is if they can get a rigging application or plug-in for this would be amazing. Rigging is like adding a puppet to it, and then so I can stop making these multi-parted bodies and make solid bodies that actually bend with the puppet. This way I have to do a few extra steps to make it solid, but I am constantly having to use masking or other things to bend it. That's why I have it in these multiple pieces. So you can see I was going through the different tabs in here showing how they've changed, and they've done some really nice updates, especially with this new thing. And I noticed they have this new radio value, the 1 to 1 to 1, and so you can probably end up changing it like 2 to 1 to 1 and things like that, and that would show how many more or how many less points per other point that it would increase in size or add to. So that's interesting. So you have that, and then you have the other ones that are coming up. So you have after this here, you have the brush one, and the brush is pretty much the same. It's the material and the caps. They added a couple of new little things here where under the paint all, which I think is interesting. They added some extra stuff in here, but most of it's the same, which I think is kind of cool. All right, well, that's pretty much everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please drop a comment. Excuse me, early morning, got the hiccups. So also, if you would like, follow, share, spread the news. I'd like to grow, like to meet more people through these apps. So, and get your opinion on things. Everybody has a interesting outlook and a different perspective. And as I want to claim myself as an artist, I love to hear those things because it expands my ability to look outside the picture and not be so tunnel viewed, and also to be comfortable with letting new ideas come in, because something about being an old dude like myself, I get stuck in my ways, and I refuse to see the easier things, and this is one of those things. So I would definitely look over this if you like that, and have fun and show me what you can do. All right, have a great day.